Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little midday money. I'll call it a football Friday. August the 12th, it says here on the screen. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing well today. Like, subscribe, ring that bell here. Winning free picks, max wager, picks, parlays, wherever you're watching. The like helps. Subscribe's good. Ring the bell's wonderful. Comments though. Yes, subscriptions and likes are good, so I kind of know, when I'm on, and then I can go back and check the other YouTube channels and say, oh, how many people are watching? Yeah, how many likes, whatever. But comments, folks. I need the comments in here. Allie Burns up next, as usual. It's a Friday. Monday to Friday, I got Allie after me. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell. 7-day steal is stealing across the bottom. And I got to say, I'm going to talk about it in recap real fast. So I had my best bet yesterday, Giants. I had them on the money line. It was 125 when we put it out. Went up to, I think, I saw actually on Twitter, like 140s, 165s. And, of course, I get like a random Twitter message like, oh, you got a 125 and it's I got 157. I'm like, hey, fella, I still like it. I think the Giants win. They should have covered. I mean, that game could have been a lot higher scoring, but should have been a cover either way. It's preseason, folks. I've said this before. Get down on your games early. Doesn't mean you're going to win them, right? Tennessee, we had the Titans as well. That got there. Everybody, again, I thought that line would go to 5. It actually went down to 3.5 from the 4.5 I put out. And there's some 3s out there. Well, Harbaugh continues his stuff. But again, we'll talk more NFL preseason in a minute or two. I might get through this. I gotta say baseball today. Here we go. I talked about this in the past. August, September. Look at these games. I mean, the Brave line. Although, listen, they were 160 last night. It's come down here. I see some 130s, 140s out there. San Diego, huge fave. Toronto's a big fave. Mets are decent sized fave. White Sox big fave. Houston another $3 fave. Dodgers $250 on the road. Who else here? San Fran another monster fave. And some of the run lines is totally out of my league. And I had a winning day. I think I went like 6-2 overall. My baseball and football. But there's days like today, right? We had a couple games yesterday in the chat, right? We had 3? We went 2-1 there. Today, I got a couple out on the premiums. This is one, the Orioles. I got a 140. It's down. It's down here in the 120 range. Actually, I see like a 130-ish out there, 135. So you could still kind of get roughly the same kind of number. 166 or 156, 2-1. Again, plus 130 yesterday. That is what happens when we take some dogs. Miami gets there, plus 140. We split the totals. Detroit under. Cincy could not get over that total there. You know what? Where is our? How do we do yesterday on Total Cast? Tim, pop in here. I had the under. That's a winner for me on a Texas under. Did St. Louis go over again?
I think I won chaos just because we differed on that Houston game.
Did that game? Yeah, right. That was our different game.
7-3 went over.
That's right.
But all the other games, I went 2-3. You went 1-4.
Oh yeah. Baltimore didn't get there. Yeah. Bad one.
7 runs in the 7th inning by the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that one was a loser.
Yep.
Nothing done in that Baltimore game. And, of course, the Field of Dream game, 3-0 start.
Yeah.
3 runs at the last 8 innings of the game, 4-2.
All right, there it is. Total Cast. Tim is the champ. Beats me. I'm back to a 500 record in the.
But it was not good. It was not pretty.
Chaos universe.
Not pretty.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, folks? What are you gonna do? It's all right. It happens here. So 166, 156 in the video. plus. Wow, I didn't even add my record in there. Oh my goodness, I got a 38.50. I can't believe I forgot to add that because that is the what you want to know. If we're up any money, it doesn't. It could easily say, "Oh, look at this, we're uh, 10 games over and we're down money." That's not how we work here. We are plus 38.50. We'll take it. We'll take plus 38.50. Today, again, just the one game on the Orioles. Voth, people are going to look at like, this guy. The numbers, they kind of look a little crooked. Yes, he's a bullpen kind of guy. He's going 3, 4, 5 innings. I get it. 2 starts, though, versus Kluber and Tampa Bay. 5-1 winner and a 2-1 winner. So I don't care if it goes 3, 4, 5. They're in it. I got a shot. I'm getting plus money. I got to put the scroll back up. Give me a little Voth here, plus the 140 here in the video. Total wise, again, not a good total chaos, but hey, it is what it is. 159 and 114 with our totals on the season. 54 and 34 at the fades. Again, not hitting the phase lately. 399 and 381 plus 3135. 395, 390 plus 1788. Again, 4 wins more. 9 losses on the other side. This is what happens when we move on some totals. I had a winner on a 8.5 Kansas City, and it was an 8 at another spot. So,
and I had a 7.5 in that game. So that ninth inning home run cost me money.
I mean, how crazy is that? That's a whole. I mean, I got to win. I get a win on picks and parlays with the 8.5. Tim takes a loss on another side. I have a push on that. That's shop around. And when I did the game, they're both the same time. I'm putting in games all at once across the board on different sites, right? Loading them in. It's not like I'm waiting in the last second, right? We're not waiting for people on MLB Network coming in like, oh, look at this, we like this game today. It's not Sunday Night Football with the everybody coming in on a game. No. We're way ahead of the curve on these games. Basically a day ahead. Where I'm doing these the night before. NFL preseason winner on Baltimore USA 4.5, 1-1. Now we are even money because we had the Jags at plus money, and that was a loser here in the video, and we had Baltimore gets it done there. So let's move on to today. Jets, Jets, Jets. We'll start with that Jet game. This was, we did the look headlines on Wednesday. This had moved to a pick'em and a 35.5. Now I see it's down to a 35. So a little tick down there. It was pick. It was remember this was Jets plus 1.5. It went to a slight. I see like maybe a random one out there. Maybe you find a Jet plus 1 or maybe a -1. But for intention purposes, it's still a pick 'em. I'm taking the Jets. That's that. Give me the Jets here. I put on the Win and Free Pick channel video last night as well. Other games. So, and I'm sure we'll talk. People are gonna ask in here, but I'm gonna run through them right now. Atlanta, Detroit. This was Falcons plus 3 last Wednesday. Look at lines. This game was a pick 'em. And now this morning, Detroit 2.5 point favorite. Now, is that based on Hard Knocks? Everybody like what you're seeing there? Or is it just, hey, let's take I mean, the Falcon team, I got to tell you, Marcus Mariota, I don't know. I don't know if I'm loving Marcus Mariota. Are people excited because they saw Willis last night putting on a show and they think Desmond Ritter's going to come in and light it up? Felipe Franks, right? I mean, that is who is going to be getting the bulk of the action here. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Mariota plays a half. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm Atlanta, I'd put Mariota out there for a half. Okay, first round pick, right? Big. I mean, let's be honest. I don't want to say big bust, but I don't know. Do you let him sit and say, "Hey, we're not playing him"? On the Falcons, I'm playing Mariota for a half. Get into the system. Get into the system. Let me see what you got, son. And again, with the Lions, you have Blau, Tim Boyle. They've seen NFL kind of games. So overall, if you're going to get a half of each one of those guys, yeah, you give that edge a little bit to the Lions. I liked the coach last year. I still like the coach. I think he's a gung ho kind of guy. We know this. You're expecting them to go through walls for the guy and chew through, elephant legs. I get it, but this for me was a no play early when lines were released. It's a no play when the line moved. It's definitely a no play. It's moved again. I'm actually leaning if I could. If I know if I knew Mariota was playing a decent amount of time here, I would be on Atlanta, believe it or not. But it is a no play today for me. Cleveland and the Jags. This was a Cleveland plus 1.5. On Wednesday, look headline show, it was -1 Cleveland. Now it's Jags basically -1. I did this. I told you on look headlines. I got the Jags minus a 125 here. I'm still on the Jags. I know everybody's rushing it. So it's Deshaun Watson. Yay. He's going to play. I understand. I get it. Guy's pretty good. Hasn't played in, I don't know, about a week or two. Right? When's the last time this guy saw any NFL action? Brissett, Dobbs, Rosen, all NFL proven quarterbacks, right? And I say proven, I mean the fact that they've come in real game scenarios, have played full speed. Yes, Browns, everything you'd think. I'm going to take the Browns here in this game because experienced quarterback rotation, stuff to prove, all that other kind of nonsense. A lot of arrows pointing over to them. Arrow away from them is everything else that's going on. Watson's going to say, all right, here's $5 million. I'll take half a season. Wonderful. Kind of takes the heat off a little bit. I get it. But for me, flip side of this is the Jags just look so miserable. And here I'm thinking, Super Bowl head coach going to come in there, obviously change the culture off of last season's debacle. They look like absolute trash. Now you're home. Fans, I thought were probably excited coming into Hall of Fame game. Obviously, no Trevor Lawrence there, and I was expecting Trevor Lawrence. Does he suit up here? Is it C.J. Beathard? Jake Luton? I don't know. I still like the Jags. I understand, though, people are going to bet Cleveland. Totally get it. Totally get it. What do we got? All right, Arizona Cincy. Moving down the line here. This was a Arizona +2 last week. 1.5 on look at lines. Has not moved. What do we get now, Cincy here? Brandon Allen, Jake Browning. Do you want to? I would maybe say if you want to grab Arizona here, with Colt McCoy, Trace McSorley, maybe a little better on the QB spot here. Again, it is a no play for me. Green Bay, San Fran. I was talking with Ross Benjamin at this on Tuesday game. I initially, at a +3, was thinking Green Bay. And then I see that Shanahan comes out on that Tuesday. Is like, hey, starters are going to play a series or two here, which is interesting. Okay. Kind of, I can get into that a little bit. Trey Lance hasn't been sharp in the preseason. Get him a couple reps. I do not think we see Garoppolo at all. No Jimmy G. Maybe, and if they throw him out, I mean, let's be honest, they're looking to trade this guy. I really don't think they want him coming out here and either looking like trash or coming in and lighting up the place. People will be like, whoa, you're going to really go with Trey Lance, who's looked just okay in preseason. And Sudfeld's the guy who's played, and Purdy, the rookie. This might be a little over game for me here because I think Jordan Love should get a half. I mean, Jordan Love should play at least a half. I'd give him 3/4. I want to know, you drafted this dude in the first round. Don't you want to know what you got behind a 40-something-year-old quarterback or however old Aaron Rodgers is? I mean, maybe he's ageless. I don't know. Guy's into witchcraft, right? I mean, like Ouija boards with his crazy girlfriend doing whatever over there, drinking like cat blood. I don't know what the other guy does. But like, I'm going to say over. It was a 33. I see anywhere from a 34.5 up to a 36. I see a lot of 35s and a halves. If you want to go over that game, I'd say, okay, again, my games bet in the video, we got the Jets, premium stuff. I threw out the Jags as well. Little J and J on a Friday. And real fast on the premium. So I do throw out the thing here. I rarely hype like sales, right? I say I got to scroll in Sunday for a minute. I don't understand, folks. Like on Wednesday, I put it in the chat, $39 for a week, and yet we had people come in and buy a bunch of $34.99 for one game. And a quick little rant here on like people are like, oh, touts selling, you can't win if you sell your picks. I sell like a $34 pack for 3 or one game, sometimes. For a week, I think I get what I want to get like $12 off this. How many you think I sell? You think I sell like 1,000 of these a day? Make money selling picks at $34. Trying to help you. I got. Why do you think I have 30 phones and 20 different books? $12 sales. I'm not getting a million a month, folks. All right, it's a little update. No guy's selling 10,000 picks a day, making $10 a pick. Justin, how are you? Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Richard, I'll say guys at work trying to convince me to bet on preseason football. Well, you should. You'd be up money if you listen to us here. Why wouldn't you? I hit it too. It's only one like on my end. Well, listen. If you just hit it every day, it's fine. But go back to the past videos and hit the like button. Tell your friends to watch the videos, Richard. Let's go MLB from the Miz. What do we got here? St. Louis run line. Oh, plus 130 on the run line. Sure. Why not? You know me. I'm a run line guy. I don't want to lay like 140. What is this now? Because it was 145. Monty's up to 160. I do like a little Monty here. Maybe my concern on this one, I thought about St. Louis coming out of Colorado, bullpen strain. I thought about maybe even the under here was 8. I see 7.5s. Still maybe in. It's. I'll run line. I was gonna say maybe still an under. Maybe still an under, but again, didn't bet it. Tampa Bay run line. Nope. Orioles straight up, like Paul Abdul says, straight up. Not telling me that you love me. I bet the Orioles forever. Mets on the run line with Scherzer on the hill. Yeah, I mean, again, this is kind of like you're getting to like Dodger territory here, right? You're a 110, 120 kind of area as a fave, as a run line fave, I should say. Yes. Washington over the 9, the Natties in San Diego. Clevy on the hill versus Abbott. Well, I mean, listen, San Diego obviously found a little offense in the end of that series there at home. Should it carry over to Washington? Absolutely. The problem is I like Clevenger, right? What's he going to, maybe he'll give up a run or two here, right? He should kind of shut down this lineup. We're just asking, we need an 8 spot here. We need an 8 spot from the Padres. Maybe a team total over the Padres instead of a game total. I don't know. White Sox under the 8.5. Oh, Chi-Town. Speaking of Chi-Town, I'm 4 comments in. I'm waiting for people to say how they got destroyed yesterday because they had the Phillies minus 170 or the White Sox run line or regular minus 250 or whatever the heck they were. St. Louis, another big fave. You came in on all the big faves yesterday. Okay, Houston did win. But I mean, like, that's a losing day. Bet knows faves, right? We're talking about like, I'm going to come in and put all these faves in a parlay. How'd that work out? You can't just do that. You're going to have days you're going to lose. I get it's even money in a parlay, but I don't know. It's people going to bet the faves. White Sox under, Kopic to me, and I said this multiple times in here, right? We have a Cy Young ticket. I thought the guy would be 17-7, 18-8, right? Little middle rotation guy, blowing people away. This team just screams mediocrity. Where's it going? I don't know if he's not pitching well because he's just not good. He's a little banged up. He's tired, right? It's long season. It's his first time really being out there all the time, every 5 days. I can't. I said yesterday I sort of like Detroit. The last 2 days I kind of like Detroit. I'm getting $2 here with a White Sox team that's struggling bigly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you want to go under. I could say. I mean, yeah, why not? I don't think the Sox are going to hit. Detroit doesn't ever hit. So you want to go under? I'll sure. I'll get on the bus with you. Who cares? Maybe the Joker's driving a bus and it's like Batman and we all blow up. But it's only one game. Houston over there, 8.5. Relying on the Houston bats here. Yeesh. I get it, right? You can't lay the huge number with Garcia, but I think Aller, and I'm gonna pull up his thing. I think he's beaten the Astros his last 2 times out. He beat them here. I think he was part of a multi-pitcher win, and then I'm pretty sure he got him in.
Yes, 7-5 on July 25th. That was in Oakland. 4-3 in Houston on the
back to
17th.
back. Yeah, back-to-back start.
Back-to-back.
4 1/3, 6 innings. 4 1/3, 6. Yeah, 3, and then 5 and 4. I mean, but again, if you want to look at the over, right? Should Houston score 4 here? You think they're going to get 4 in its 5 innings, right? 3, 4 runs, they're good for. Again, this way be one. I would say, maybe I'll just do a team total here. I mean, they've lost both of the games to the guy. I mean, it was 3 weeks ago. It was like not that long ago. I mean, back-to-back starts. But again, that's Jake Odorizzi. Jake Odorizzi, who was a 160 fave last night, is now a 130 fave over our guy Pablo. 7-5-4-3. So you're right there, 4-3. You're a pitch or two away from that game going over. You really need the Houston bats because the A's bats, I do not know. I mean, they've gone under 7-10 in these guys head to head. I mean, Oakland 4-1-0-4-3. I mean, they had that 8 against Anaheim, 3-1-1-2. Yeah, see, that is just tough thrown out and over here with the way the A's bats are. I might have to lean under there. I mean, Garcia against Montes 5-3. And that's it. That's the only time he's faced him this year. I mean, Cole Irvin pretty good. 4-2 winner, 5-1 winner, 6-1 loser, 5-4 loser. You get that plus money with Cole. Again, I don't know. I might have to go under in that one there. Michael, good morning. I was already on Boston Money Line. Now listen to Earl Bros. I feel better. It's going to be one of my 3 plays. I'm not sure of the other 2, but leaning Colorado, Arizona over Davies and Santazella. I mean, you see Colorado, the pitching, the hitting against St. Louis, so you'd think it'd carry over here. Yes to that. And Boston versus the Yanks, Herman. Why not a little bit of plus money? I don't like Herman. I'm not going to talk you off a Boston play there. I'm a Yankee guy, but short of Castillo on the hill for them. Or excuse me, Montes might be the only guy I want to back right now. Cole in certain spots, but again, he's going to be a huge fave. Elliot, what do you say here, Lane? What do you got? Took a few plays tonight. Boston over to 9. Yes. Houston, Oakland under. I kind of agree with that. And the Jets don't have to force it. There's games. I get it. Do you got to bet them all? No. Listen, it's football. And you see all these preseason games, and you're like, oh, my goodness. Even this morning, I was like, let's see if any of these lines moved. Do I want to come with any more games? And I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that was including yesterday's 2 games. I'm You don't got to bet them all. I understand. All sports, folks. You don't have to do it. Don't have to do it. Like the Jets. I like the Jets too. Hopefully they cash. See how we do. Hoping they'll split the next 6. I have a feeling 1 and 5. Yeesh. You're not very hopeful here, Miz. The negativity will kill you. I mean, let's pull up the O's schedule. Tampa and Toronto. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, 3-3, I think, is doable. Just got to kind of tread the water a little bit. They're still in it. Today's card is a ton of faves. Yes, they are. Big ones, too. I took the Mets run line plus 140. That's a nice run line for you, plus 140. It was like a 120 last night. First 5, sure. Parlay the Dodgers run line and the Mets money line parlay. Why not? Dodgers run line. Well, again, this was 145 last night. Might have changed. Mets money line, big money. But you got the 2 best teams in baseball at a 2-1 clip. So I'll say sure. Twins, Angels under Molly and Sano. I thought about the Twins last night. It was like a 110 or 115. And the 8, I'm like, you know what? I did. The under for sure would be my 1, and my 1A and that would be Molly because the Twins are a spread team. This looked a little short, that line. I'm like, wait a second. We got a team in first place. Of course, it's up to 130 now. But I still like it. I still like it with you, Michael. Lane is back. Field of trash. Yeah, terrible. I actually watched a little bit of that game last night. Don't know why. Should have just turned on some Lost reruns on Freevee. Had Colorado under. No more unders. Yeah, I kind of like the under a little bit myself there. I was like, sort of, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? It's summer. The ball's flying. Smitty, Padres money line. Juan Soto and Josh Bell are there, huh? Did not know that. When did that happen? I thought they were on the Nationals.
Hey, Smitty, you are going out on a limb here. The Padres are only minus 290 on the road. So, I mean, what could possibly go wrong? All right, let's go Nationals.
Good morning, Craig. How are you? Craig, I like it. Brandon must be Ross Benjamin calls me Craig every other. He would say Sean, and then 2 minutes into conversation, I'm Craig again. Money. Ugh. Major League Baseball picks from Gunskill. We got Mets run line. Yes. I didn't bet much yesterday. I wasn't feeling it. Richard, that's fine. I like that. That is, as long as you can come back the next day, right? You take a day off or you do a game or two and be like, I kind of just one game will go here. If you could get through that night thinking, oh my God, I left 4 games out there that won. And I say this all the time. You'll remember the game you didn't bet that won. That's easy. I should have won that. But you had 4 other losers. You would have won in 4. So good for you. Didn't feel it. Move on. That is a first step to being a successful long-term sports bettor. Don't have to bet. Had an 8 with KC. White Sox took a push. Annoying. Yeah. Sox game 9 thing was a killer. It was. And Gunskill coming in. Lions and Cleveland today. Again, well, if you got Detroit at a pick 'em, wonderful. Maybe you got Cleveland at a little plus money instead of minus money. Maybe you just grab the money line play. I understand people jump on the Browns. A lot of reasons to jump on the Browns, like I said. You got a bunch of QBs who've started in the NFL. A lot of chips. On those shoulders. A lot of chips. Mr. Nika is here. Dodgers run line. Again, is that like about the 150 range? That is high for me, but I totally understand it. Same thing with the Padres. This was a 165er. At least you're going run line, Mr. Nika. Big step forward for you. Normally, you're straight up taking the Padres minus 290. Lions, Jags, Eagles. Oh, boy. Under in Falcons, Lions. Again, everybody's going to be – I think everybody will bet the Lions because they see the hard knocks and everything about that. which is fine. That's your reason for betting them. Okay. I'm more of looking at, I think the coaches want these guys to win. I think they want to win. And their two quarterbacks who will be seeing action have NFL game time experience. It's an edge there. Again, yeah, Tim, see if you can find a Mariota. Is Mariota playing a half today? What is Marcus Mariota doing today?
All right. And he's on the Falcons. So
Yeah.
Falcons preseason depth chart.
Because if that guy's playing a half today, if their coach is like, you know what, I want to see what I got in this guy.
Let's see.
Good to go.
It says Marcus
Jags.
Mariota's their first string, but I'm not sure if that means he's starting.
Yeah, see if there's any news on it, if you see anything. So the
I'll
Jags,
be
I like
back in
with
a minute when I figure it out.
All right. Eagles, again, I'm against it there. I got the Jets. Under Falcons, Lions. This total, Falcons, Lions, let's get an updated number. 35.5. As I said yesterday, totals under 37 have cashed 57.6% of the time. So basically about 58% of the time. And this total moved up. This was a 33 opener. It is now 35.5. Got a better number at the under right now, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll see in September.
Marcus Mariota is expected to make his Atlanta debut with the Falcons in the preseason opener. Marcus Mariota said he doesn't care if he plays one down, one series, a quarter, the entire game. He wants to get in there and play, and he's going to be starting. I just can't find whether or not he's playing a series of downs, a quarter, a game, half, whatever it is, but he will be playing in today's game.
All right. You know what? I don't know. I might be leaning a little Atlanta there. I just, I tweeted out there on Twitter. I threw out all the picks. I forgot to roll them or tweet them earlier. So they're there. Let's see Mariota on here. What's it say on? Yeah, there's nothing here. Where are we at here? Michael, I almost want to take a plus 1.5, 130 with the A's. Yeah, I mean, it's plus 130. I'm not going to say no to that. And normally, I roll in here like I just take the team money line. But in this spot, what do we have? Some head-to-head matchups here in the series. 4-2 Oakland winner, 5-3 Oakland winner, 7-5 Oakland winner. That was a sweep, folks, in case you didn't know, in Oakland, end of July. 4-3 Oakland winner, 5-0 Houston, 5-1 Houston, 6-1 Houston. 3-2 Oakland winner, 8-3 Houston, 5-4 Houston. That's going back to June. So your run line would have paid off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 10. 7 of 10. If you're doing it, you got to do it all 3 games. Unless you just want to be happy with cash of 1 tonight. Phillies, Mets, Nerfy. Miss Nika, you know me. I'm Nerfies every inning. That being said, it is tough for me because I think the Mets are a really good team. Suarez is all right. What is the juice on this? Here we go. Mr. Trapson House. What the Beaky says. A little practice before the big stuff, before the real games start. Browns are going to whoop that butt today. Dobbs will throw 2 TDs, says Groovy Caps. Groovy Caps just wants me to bust out I don't even know what pen this is because it's worn out from my hands. Although, is this the blue? I think this is a Circa and this is a Caesars with no more names on it. But the pen comes out for Groovy Caps. And he gets a blank sheet. He gets a blank sheet to start on Saturday. Groovy Caps. Dobbs. 2 TDs. Browns. Whoop butt. We will see you tomorrow, Groovy. Anthony Bandit, what do you say? Love the Niners today, Jordan Love. And that's the thing. And again, folks, look for Pound It, my guy here. He's got a YouTube. Does the cards. It's fun. He bets. He knows a little something about gambling as well. But the Jordan Love, what is he awful? Can we see him play? Can he play in the preseason? You drafted him in the first round, right? I mean, this was a first round pick. Hey, we got Aaron Rodgers. Just give him a contract. So we get him offensive lineman to protect our 38-year-old quarterback. No, he doesn't need that. How about a running back? No, tight end. No, wide receiver. Huge wide receiver depth. They got like 15 guys who could start in this league, be number ones or twos. No, he doesn't need a wide receiver. What do we need? I get a backup quarterback and then not play him. What the heck are they doing out there? July 26th in Houston, Miss Nika. That was Oakland sweeping. Well, actually, Oakland swept them in Oakland, not in Houston. Looks like those 5 Royal rookies can play. Royal rookies play 4-star lefty bats, and then Witt Jr. Listen, Witt is supposed to be the thing, right? I mean, beginning of the year, he's going to win. Well, actually, it was supposed to be Wander Franco. It's supposed to be rookie of the year. Then it was Witt. Then it was Julio Rodriguez. I don't know. I was holding out for, the burger up in Chi-Town, and that team just fell apart. He had a nice little start, but Tigers are trash. How about, where the hell's Detroit landing when we need them? They fire their GM. Okay. And then the owner comes in and throws the GM under the bus like he's Cartman in South Park. What is... Oh, he traded those guys. Aren't you? I don't know. He didn't tell you hi, we're trading Verlander and Scherzer and all these guys. You were not involved in that conversation. And I think it's okay. You might have not got the rookies didn't pan out. Who you got back in those deals? It happens, bro. That's a prospect's a prospect. How do you can this guy when your entire rotation is on the injured list? You sign Rodriguez, the guy is, I don't know what's wrong with him. We have a mental breakdown. He's gone. I don't know what happened to him. He's rehabbing. He left for personal reasons. He's never come back. Scooble, Alexander, Turnbull, the whole team, all their young pitchers. Matt Manning just finally came back. I mean, everybody hurt. Everybody they're supposed to pitch for them, injured list. What do you expect to happen? You sign a shortstop, and he has the worst year of his career. You bring up your stud first baseman, and he's overmatched in his first go around. I mean, let's be honest. This team traded for Austin Meadows, who I thought was a good pickup from Tampa. And if Tampa didn't, you think they're smacking themselves for trading an outfielder when their entire outfield's on the DL? That's just wrong. Your whole team's hurt. Everybody thought the Tigers would be good. Hi, we got Tiger future tickets here, thinking maybe the staff turns into the young Brave staff, and we get a couple 18-game winners. They come out of the blue, get a couple bats, people get hot. I mean, look at the division. 500's winning this division. You didn't think the Tigers would have a shot here with their young bat? I thought they did. Bad. That's terrible. Anyway. White Sox are online Browns. I can't do it. I'm a Kopich guy. Copy, whatever. He's not good. Look at his numbers. This guy's got 3 wins on the year. No, thank you. Everybody likes the Browns today. Actually, I shouldn't say everybody. 2 people in here like the Browns today. Montes pitching that day. Now Aller. No. Aller's faced these guys twice. Aller's faced them. He's been in here. Where's the, oh boy. Ollier, July 17th, 4-3 Oakland win. July 25th, Ollier, 7-5 Oakland win. Again, both wins against Odorizzi. Yes. Well, there we go. I just looked him up, and Michael was good enough to have him underneath the comment. Under Jags. So is it under Jags, not the Browns? So you got under Jiggity Jacksonville, 36.5. Okay. That was a 37 on look headlines when we did it, up from 33. So good number going under there now. Cleveland, everybody's gonna be on Cleveland. Totally understand that. Right? Everybody wants to see Deshaun play. Orioles, yes. Phillies going with the big dog. I can't listen. I think the Mets run line would be the only way I'd go in that one. But on the flip side of that, you're getting a 190 dog with the Phillies. You're getting that's a Tiger White Sox under. Okay, I thought you were taking the Tigers too. I was like, wow, here we go. Maybe you are taking the Tigers and just saying White Sox under. But judging by this, Dodgers Royals over, I'm thinking it's Tigers White Sox game under, which I'd say okay to. And the Dodgers Royals over, which I would probably not say okay to. Goslin had a little rough patch. KC's kind of an under team to me. I would go under the 9 I see. That's a 9. I might have to come in on that under. I didn't do any totals today in baseball, which is a rarity, but not rare coming in on an under. 3-time. Happy Friday. How are you today? Is the Orioles money line play? Yes, it is. It's a money line play. I know it might have been tweaked a little bit since I posted this, but I still like Baltimore. I watched a little bit of the Field of Dream games. I was flipping back between that and I actually watched a little preseason NFL, which is I don't even watch regular season NFL. But I'm like, you know what? Oh my goodness! I was like, I got the Giants. Let me turn the game on and see how they're doing. They were quickly down 7-3, and I was like, all right, I'll come back in my little cavern here and start on Friday baseball. I bet my car note on a Browns money line today. Down play. Car note on Cleveland. See, here's the thing, Don. We can make jokes. You could take a 7-year loan out on a junker, and your car note's $56 because it's like rent a center. You know, you'd be paying $56 on a 2008 POS. You know, or you got a 2022 lifted Ford 350 dually tandem costing you like $13.80 a month. I don't know. We don't know what you're driving. Eric, A's money line, Pirates money line, and Mariners team total over. Let's start with Seattle against Texas. Who's pitching for Texas? Spores? Seaboars? Sabors? What do you think? Let's go over the total in Texas. I'll say
bullpen
yes.
game doesn't mean anything.
Go over that team total. Yes. Pirates money line. Here we go. We're dogging up. He's like, you know what? I've done it all week. Hats off to Eric. Since Monday, he's been taking $2 and $3 dogs. You know, yesterday, did you get a little yesterday with the Royals? Right, Royals should have been a plus dog for you there. So you got that one. Ride them out. Again, you got to ride them a little bit. Untouchable in the house. Good afternoon. David's here. How are you today? Welcome. A's team total over 2.5. If you want to do A's team total over 2.5, I'm not going to say no to that because they've played well against Houston. They've beaten them straight up, and they've, a couple one-run losses, and putting up 1 run in the game, I should say, in their 1-run losses. Not 1 run meaning they lose by 1. You want to take a team total? I'm not going to say no to that. It's probably plus money. They just swept them. Yes, they do. They swept them. Houston definitely probably wants a little payback. Houston isn't legal, I say. I have to cross the state line. Legal in January. Can't wait to make more money. Okay, where do you live, Rich? Which state? Which state you got to wait for January? Because you could always go offshore. Terrell, help me. Giants walk-off field goal. Who'd you have? You had Patriots money line? Listen, if you're taking 1 and 2 point dogs in NFL preseason, take the money line. If it loses, okay, you can lose a heartbreaker like the Giants did, or like the Patriots did yesterday. Tough one. Or you could add a game like the Jags in a Hall of Fame game. Same kind of line. Wasn't even close. But at least it's plus money, and you're not. You'll know early if it's a winner or a loser. Big X, welcome. Cabrera, I like Cabrera. I said Lopez, Alcantara, Cabrera. I know Trevor Rogers have been bad, but Max Myers hurt. Sixto was hurt last year. This team has a lot of young pitchers. I love it. I love it. Why didn't they trade Pablo for Mancini? We'll never know. I don't know why. I wish I wish the Yanks would have took him in Solar. I would have given you Volpe. I don't care. I don't care what they might be. But the Marlins could churn out some young pitching. Javi, I appreciate you catching the show. Thank you for coming in, spending time with us. Padres run line. Again, this is a huge run line, right? We're in the 160 range. Yanks to finally win a game. What have the Yanks dropped? 4 in a row? 5 in a row? I mean,
2 in a row, 8 out of their last 10. By the way, 10-minute warning.
8 of the last 10. 1, 2, 2. Man, 8 of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 of 10. Then he had a 3-game losing streak, a couple more losers. This team is a mess. We're going to run to bet them. I don't want anything to do with the Yanks. The Joey Gallo curse is real. Should never traded Gallo. I was looking to trade Gallo. Worst mistake ever. It's as bad as the Ken Phillips deal. Apparently, they're going to pay 20.
Did you see the Gallo 3-run homer the other night?
Gallo's going to. I said he's going to go to L.A. and turn into Manny when Manny hit like 370 for them down the stretch. The Yanks are going to play like 28% ball down the thing. Be a wild card team, losing the first round. Tampa and Baltimore under.
It would take a lot for the Yankees to drop to a wild card, though. But not out of the picture.
You're gonna go 2-8 every 10 games. Yeah, and especially when you're playing everybody behind you. Yeah, that'll creep up real fast. Tampa Baltimore under first 5, sure. Clevy to win -110, yes. NFL San Fran and Cleveland money line. Both games a little tricky to me. The San Fran game we talked about, like Jordan Love should get a whole lot of reps to see what he's about. San Fran's going to run out who basically Nate Sudfeld. I mean, should Lance? This is like I was saying about Mariota. I don't care if it's preseason. Let this guy Trey Lance play the first half. He's your number one guy. You're just gonna throw this guy out in a road start. I mean, I already said that. I think they got the Bears in week 1. That's going to be his first real game on the road in Chicago. And granted, Chicago's not a good team by any stretch. The fans probably going to be booing because they're leaving. That's a whole nother show of hot mess Bears. But San Fran, I know the starters are supposed to play. Line has not moved. A bit. And Cleveland, you got 4 NFL starting quarterbacks on your team. Whether you think they're good or not, Josh Rosen was the number 1 pick. First round, top 10 pick, I should say. Was a starter. You got guys here who want to play, but you have all that other nonsense going on. You got a lot of quarterbacks. Like to say, you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have 1. You're going to get a problem. They have 4 NFL starters. Everybody's going on a piece. Brand new systems. I don't know if I can buy it. I don't know. I understand. I've been on the Jags since last week. I said that after week 1. You take the Jags and the Raiders in week 2. They got a game under their belts. Houston team total is 5.5, but they're going to do it against Aller. It is a big number. I don't know. JoJo. No real opinion on that one, Dave. Mini trend -3 overs in 3 preseason games. Oh, I thought -3, but 3 overs in 3 preseason. Unders usually out of play. Yes, they are. And Craig, I ran off a stat I saw. Since 2010, the under 37 overs have cashed 57.5% of the time. And when the total's listed at 37 or more, the unders catch 57% of the time. So we've seen that kind of play out here right out of the gate with these overs in the first 3. And, back to that, is it now since they eliminate some preseason games, are things kind of different? That's something we got to look at. I think something we should look at going forward, obviously. Oakland picked up this kid that played travel ball for me, Cal Stevens. He'll help the Oakland Bats have 8. All right, Tony. Picked up this kid that played travel ball, Cal Stevenson. He will help Oakland. Bats has A1 defense center field. What about their, I mean, the problem with Oakland is, it's not even a problem because they've played Houston well. All right. So, again, I hate saying problem. Houston's not going to come in and be like, this is an easy win for us because these guys are checks notes 30 games under 500. They just swept them. They beat them here. It's tough to sneak up on the big dogs when you already, you stepped on his tail a couple times already. 2 big dogs to win outright tonight. Oh boy.
Royals and the A's. Let's go.
This is a tough one. I mean, you look at some of the pitching matchups. I want to say Tigers. I'd say, how about Tigers in Cleveland? Tigers in Cleveland. Although I guess we could put. It's tough going against the Goose. I mean, Gosslin's been good. I know he had a couple of hiccups, but any WNBA today? WNBA.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to click myself in. Under in the Fever game, Liberty, Lynx, and Mercury. Tread lightly. There's like 4 days left in the regular season.
Oh, we're winding down the WNBA.
Yeah, winding it down. Playoffs start on the 16th, I think. 17th, something in that range.
Miss Anika's got smiles, and she's laughing. Always a good show when Miss Anika laughs. I really like to feel the dream games. I thought baseball, who can scoop a bowl? Cereal. So, of course, they announced this last year. Yeah. I mean, how do you put these teams in there? Terrible. Dads are coming in socks. $3 for $2.70. I'll take it. I mean, they're a little fave here. I don't mind. I say this all the time. Teams playing well are playing bad. How are we betting on teams? The Yanks are playing bad. And most of the time they're playing bad as a fave. I did have the Ravens last night. Yes, I did. They were right here in the show. Just on a hunch. Well, I'm all for kind of hunches come to gambling. Just got a feeling like I'm going to bet it. I don't really think that's a hunch. I think the Red Sox can hit a little bit. They're having a down year. It's still the Yankees. They hate the Yankees. I kind of like Cleveland. I'm with you. Want to take a stab on Cleveland? I get it. I'm with you. Yes. AP Indy. Lopez. I know he's been bad. The line has come down a little bit. It was a no play for me. I thought about it. Didn't play anything. Liberty versus Atlanta. Both a must win. Tim's got Liberty here. As he said, though, end of the season, kind of watch your stuff. We're almost out of time here, so I got to rush through these. Twin River, Rhode Island, USA. It's 35 for the total. That's got to be that Cleveland game we're talking about, right? I still kind of like the over, I guess. Mets money line. Let's cash money line. Yeah, minus 2. What was that? 160, 170. What? Scherzer. It's not a terrible number for Scherzer. A little low. What do you think about Garcia kissing? Who's Garcia? What happened? What did I miss there? Going under St. Louis, yes. Treble had the Ravens last night, had the Patriots +3. Winner, chicken dinner for you. That's a nice 2-0. Enjoy. Backs kill me. Meet me tomorrow in Cleveland for a free massage. I'm paying for you to show massages. Browns win. Wonderful. I'm in. Point spread for the Browns. I mean, what's the point spread? It's a pick 'em. Just take the money lines here. Let's go Niners. We'll see what happens there. Again, that's no action for me. What do you think about the Texans game tomorrow? We'll talk about that tomorrow, Brandon. I'm running out of time here today. They were -1 this morning. That was at Cleveland again. Money lined it up. Latif, how are you today? You're welcome. Like in the Varva kid in Baltimore. He's beating them 2-1, 5-1, this kid Voth. Mariners money line. I thought about Mariners money line today. I would probably do run line. And we're going to sing happy birthday to you, Brandon. So don't you worry about it. Dodgers on spread, but look to take them 2.5 for a little plus money. I mean, on the spread, run line only. 240 faves. I know what you meant. Here we go. That's what I said. It's everybody because everyone's Watson. You got 3 other NFL guys behind him. Jackson didn't look bad. Mike Downey in the house. How have you been, my friend? Yes, we will. NFL will probably be 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks. Next week will be some NFL college football. Dobbs, yeah, exactly. Not bad. I said Dobbs. I'm with you, Groovy. I wrote down your prediction, but they have NFL quarterbacks here. I'm not even going to get to all these comments here. Baltimore, yes. Total. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. Oh my goodness. Let's overrun. I can't do it. Can't run through them. Not enough time. Minnesota and the under. San Diego team total over. Yes. Ohio sports betting's coming. It's coming, baby. Stroh's under. No. It's go Fernando. I was over at Juanita's. CFL underplay or better go Argos. No clue. Gracious. You've got way too much stuff to come in here at 12 o'clock because I'm out of here. Don't bet this underdog. I'm in Texas and the over guy. Listen, folks. We're out of here. Allie Burns up next.